Have you ever made a decision so quietly, it ended up changing everything? Because that's exactly what happened to James and Carol from Sarasota, Florida. No big announcement, no flashy moves, just one quiet shift out of fear and into gold. But before I tell you how they protected $678,000 of their retirement, we need to talk about why they did it. Because if you've seen what's happening with inflation, you'll understand exactly why they didn't wait. Just this past month, the consumer price index jumped again, faster than economists predicted. Gas prices are climbing, groceries are getting insane, and for people like James and Carol, already retired, every unexpected dollar feels like a threat to the life they worked for. Now here's the thing, they weren't reckless, they weren't gold bugs, they just paid attention. They saw how the dollar had lost over 20% of its purchasing power in the last few years. They saw banks tighten lending while the Fed played ping pong with interest rates. And they saw what happened to friends who didn't act in time, people forced to cut back, sell off, or even go back to work. James said it best, "I didn't want to find out the hard way that my 401k wasn't as safe as I thought." So, after reading a few reports, and with a little hesitation, they did what more and more smart retirees are doing right now. They rolled over a portion of their IRA into a gold IRA. Not everything, just enough to hedge, enough to sleep better. And that quiet move, it ended up being the difference between hoping things would be okay and knowing they would. Now, if you're unfamiliar with a gold IRA, it's basically a tax-deferred retirement account that holds physical gold instead of just paper assets. It gives you protection against inflation, against dollar devaluation, and even against banking instability. You're not betting against America. You're just adding balance. Gold has held its value for over 5,000 years. Stocks, bonds, real estate, they go up and down. But gold is what people run to when things get tough. And right now, a lot of people, maybe even you, are starting to feel that tough creeping closer. But here's what's powerful. Carol told me she doesn't worry anymore. "We don't look at the markets every day like we used to," she said. "We just live." That's the quiet peace that comes from being proactive. So if you're watching this and wondering whether now is the time to act, I'll say this. The people who wait for the right moment are usually the ones left behind. And the people who take a quiet step now, they're the ones who sleep soundly later. If you want to learn more about how a gold IRA works and how to protect your retirement from inflation, click the link below. Get a free guide. Ask questions. You don't have to decide today, but you do have to stay informed. Because like James and Carol learned, sometimes the smartest moves are the quiet ones.